My name is Tony Williams. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and my son Joshua is in his second year in the REACH program.
Cindy Williams, and my son is Joshua Williams. He just finished his second year, so he just graduated from the 2-year program.
Well, the biggest change for sure is just his own feeling of independence.
He has managed to do everything from manage a daily schedule and get to all his classes, to get his laundry done, to make sure he eats 3 square meals a day, albeit not a lot of vegetables. I don't think we ever thought he would be able to do all that he's able to do. So we're all surprised, and I think now much more committed to this idea of him having an independent life.
The second big piece is just the fact that he's got a tribe in his life now. And, he had great friends growing up, but of course they were different than the friends he's developing here in the program. And, he's going to movies and he's going to events in town and doing things that we never thought he would do. He texted us and said he was going to a Zumba class. We about fell out of our chairs. And it's just been really great to see all these new things he's doing, new relationships he's developing. Frankly, just like everybody else we know whose son or daughter is in college. It's been really exciting.
What we have all wanted as moms of special needs students is for our children to have friends, right? To feel like they belong and to have a group of people who they actually connect with. Not kids who are being kind and being compassionate, but kids who actually connect, right? And so I think what Joshua has gotten here at REACH is a tribe. He has a group of 30 or 40 friends now that he knows he can go to the movies with, or he can go to the rec center, or he can Sunday night dinner or sweets and treats or whatever they're doing. And a lot of parents probably take that for granted. And yet if you're the parent of a special needs student, you know how special that is, that's not normal. And I think isolation is the biggest challenge we sometimes face. And I think Joshua has changed his expectations forever on what he's capable of doing socially. Like, he's got some real friends here, and it's made all the difference in the world.
And that's been a really great experience for him too. It's been really good for our family.
For a lot of these kids, the doctors put a lot on them. They say they're not going to do this and they're not going to do that. And you hear these things from the time they're born. Again, when they're in like 3rd or 4th grade, everybody's always saying, here's what you're not going to be able to do because of your disability. And I think the REACH program kind of flips that on its head, right? It says, here's what you're going to do. Here's all the things that are possible. And I don't know that we would have ever pushed him quite this hard, but the staff has been able to really, I think, bring out the best in him.
Josh's story is he was born with a very rare heart defect, and so he literally was supposed to live an hour. He's had 2 open heart surgeries. He has suffered a lot in his life, and this has been such a total gift from God to let him go do this. And he's earned it, and he deserves this opportunity to live on his own and have a great time. And then a whole bunch of benefits have come that we never expected. We didn't come here with a lot of expectations around work and his future. We just wanted to let him have a college experience. And now we get all these extras that we hadn't really even factored in, that he is going to be able to live on his own. He is going to be able to go to work. He's going to get to have the life he wants, that he gets to choose. That's pretty awesome.
You really have to trust that the staff has it, and they build a lot of confidence. They've earned our trust. They do have it, and they've seen it all before, and they actually know more than we do. But it's hard to believe that when you're just starting out. And so, Joshua's had a rough year. He had a couple of unexpected medical challenges at the beginning of the semester, and we had to rely on the staff in a way I think we never would have thought we would have had to. And we were so humbled by how caring and compassionate and on it they were. I don't think if we'd been here, he'd have gotten an ounce better care. And that's saying a lot, because when we find out something's not okay, we've got to hop on a plane, and we're not here for 8 hours. So they are here, and they're us until we get here, which is pretty cool. I have never seen a more capable group of young people in my life. They are joyful in this work, but they really know what they're doing. And I can't imagine a better staff. And we looked at a lot of programs, and this was the best fit for us. But the fit is not just a place, it's about the people.
I feel at peace about what has happened for him to have this opportunity to come here and be amongst these wonderful people of Iowa, who may be the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and just grow on his own. And, you know, that's been really a gift. That's been a huge gift.
My husband and I feel so blessed to have had this experience that as we talk to other parents with students with special needs, we really encourage them to not decide that their kid can't do it, right? That trust the process that the University of Iowa puts these kids through in the onboarding, and let them decide, because they can see things that we can't see. And so I just am encouraging all the parents I know not to rule it out, that there's no reason why our students should fall off a cliff after high school. And that's sort of what happens. I mean, Joshua didn't have a lot of options where we live, which is why we came so far away. And I just feel like it's the way it's supposed to be. I think the system should allow for students like Joshua to be able to have an experience after high school that prepares them for life. And this does, in the same way that my college experience and my husband's college experience prepared us for life. And so having that extra couple of years to be independent but safe, it's pretty magical. And it works. Like, he will be able to live independently on the other side of this program. All special needs parents should know and have hope that their kid can come to something like this.